Friends, under GST, we have seen that every return is subject to Section 61 of the CGST Act, that is scrutiny of returns. The 9 and 9C, which we would be filing by 31st of December, would be no exception. In fact, this would be the last scrutiny of the returns for financial year 2021, and it would involve scrutiny of 9, 9C, GSTR 3B and GSTR 1 simultaneously for the period 2020-21. I am using the word period 2020-21, which means all the transactions relating to financial year 2021 which you have reported in either the 3B and 1 of 2021 or post that should be reflected in GSTR 9 and 9C. Also, the department, like in other returns, have data analytics wing which are working on 9C, 3B, 1 and comparison between them all, and therefore it is important that trade and industry also do their internal reconciliation between these four returns before they file 9 and 9C, so as to be sure that the adequate reconciliations are available, or at least wherever there is an outlier, explanations thereto are available with the company, or at best I would say that explanations in case of any outlier should be attached with GSTR 9C so as to suo motu file the representation for any issue which the department might be unearthing in future due to data analytics. Friends, on your screen, what you see is a reconciliation which is done internally by the data analytics of the department for GSTR 9, GSTR 3B and 1 relating to 2021. So let us understand this, and it is important that when we are filing 99C, we do this reconciliation and keep it handy so as to answer any questions which might arise in future. Now this reconciliation is divided into three parts. First is the tax payable as per 1, 3B and GSTR 9. The second is how much of tax you have paid via GSTR 9, table number 9. And the last is the auto calculation of the balance tax which could be demanded on an analysis or scrutiny of 9C and GSTR 1 and 3B. So first 5 rows which you see on your screen are related to outward supplies, demands and job work, etc. So first row number 1 and 2 which you see on your screen is the liability towards the outward supplies which are disclosed in table 4N plus table 10 of GSTR 9, right? Explanation 2A or instruction 2A to GSTR 9 is very important. This explanation found its place in the last year's GSTR 9, whereby a very important issue was clarified that you have to report only those transactions in GSTR 9 which are related to the period 2020-21. Please do not report any transactions which are related to 1920 in the GSTR 9 of 2021. For example, many outward supplies relating to 1920 you would have reported in April to September 2020 Wide Circular 26 2017. Please do not disclose these transactions in table 4 and table 10. Otherwise, it would lead to an automatic calculation of demand. Thereafter, in case you have sent any goods for job work and it has not been returned in case of inputs within 1 year, in case of capital goods within 3 years, you have to report it in 16B. In case you have sent the goods for sales or approval not returned within 6 months, you have to report it in 16C. And in case you have any demand which is pending, you have to report it in 15G. Now 15G, this is important. This table 5 which you see on your screen, row 5. Now this is demand which is pending. Now if you see table 15, it asks you for the total demand and the amount you have paid. Mind that it is asking you for the admitted tax which you have paid. So you have to be very sure as to what you report in table 15G so as to not have an auto calculated demand. In case you have reported a figure in 15G as a demand which is pending, where you have reported the amount of disputed admitted tax which is pending, then you have to give an explanation as per our suggestion in 9C as an attachment to 9C as to why there is an admitted tax which is pending. Otherwise, it might lead to a demand under this auto scrutiny of GSTR 9. Now, row 6 to row 9 on your screen, that is most important. Row number 6, out of all, I would say this is the most important. Now, friends, row number 6 on your screen, it says that in case table 8D of GSTR 9 is negative, it would lead to a auto demand wide scrutiny of returns under section 61. Now what is 8D? 8D equals 8A minus 8B minus 8C. When you hear this video, keep GSTR 9 along with you and you will reflect upon the significance of these tables. Now what is 8A? 8A is the auto-populated figure from GSTR 2A, right? Many a times it does happen that GSTR 2A is showing a different figure, 8A is showing a different figure. In case this is the case, then you must provide a self-explanation as an attachment on your letterhead duly stamped and signed, explaining that this has been the case and even attaching your 2A synopsis. So 8A minus 8B minus 8C. 8B equals to 6B. Now what is 6B? 6B is the ITC which you have reported in your GSTR 3B in all other ITC in table 4 capital A, right? Now friends, again be very careful as to not report the transactions relating to 1920 for the credit of which you would have taken in April to September 2020. Please cull out all of them and report it in 6M. Then it would be a clear apple to apple comparison. ITC which you have reclaimed, right? Say you have not paid your creditors within 180 days and you have reversed the ITC, you will show it in reversal in table 7 and thereafter reclaim it. Now you have to remove that reclamation from 6B, right? And thereafter reclaim it in 6H. If you show it in 6B and 6H, it would lead to a negative 8D and lead to an auto demand. So this is something which one needs to be very, very careful about. 8C are those credits which for 2020 you have claimed in 2021. Be very careful about this figure because this would be matched with 21-22 GSTR 9 which you filed in December 22. So 8A minus 8B minus 8C equals to 8D. If 8D is negative, then there would be an auto-generated demand. Similarly, row number 7 which you see on your screen is related to 8I. In case 8I is negative, that is any ITC which you have taken on import of goods which is in excess of the amount paid. It would show as a negative figure in 6-8I and it would lead to an auto-generated demand, right? So now for example, a bill of entry where you have paid for the bill of entry in the last year, but the credit you have claimed in this year because the goods were actually received in your factory in this year. In that case, it is important that the payment which you may have made on 31st of March 2020, even the payment you show it in this year because it is in sync with instruction 2A that you are reporting for the transactions of this year in the GSTR 9 of 2020-21, right? Similarly, reversals, row 8 which you are seeing on your screen and the amount of 6O minus 6A minus TRAN. TRAN will not come in this year, it was there in 17-18. You have to be very careful that these figures are not negative. Once you put in table 1 to table 9 of the instant reconciliation, then it would be an auto calculation of table 11A wherein your total liability would be determined and it will be decreased by the amendments which you show in table 11. So any downward amendment which you have disclosed in table 11 of GSTR 9, then it would be compared with the amount you have paid in ITC and in cash, while table number 9 with of GSTR 9, and the system would auto calculate. If your liability is more than the amount you have paid, it would auto calculate a liability recoverable. So friends, this is the reconciliation which you must do with your GSTR 9 when you are filing it for 2020-2021. It is important that as the revenue evolves itself with data analytics, taxpayers also evolve themselves and do their reconciliations, keep it ready so that the notices, if at all they appear, there is sufficient explanation. In case you find that any of these reconciliation due to genuine reason is showing a tax recoverable, it is our suggestion that you make a self-representation on your letterhead, stamped and signed by the authorized person and attach it with 9C so as to give an explanation and avoid any notices which may have happened in future. Thank you very much. In case of any queries, please do feel free to write to us on the email ID which is there on your screen. Thank you very much.